Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. I am a subject teacher of social study and in our last video we have discussed about chapter number 14. Chapter name is Conserving Our Environment, that is part 1, and in this video we are going to discuss about the part 2 of chapter number 14. So student, in this video, we are going to discuss and explain about the global warming and result of global warming and controlling global warming and saving the environment. It means how to save the environment. So, listen carefully everyone. I am going to discuss about the global warming, and first of all, we will read this paragraph. Carbon dioxide, as we have learned, is one of the important gases present in the atmosphere. It traps the heat from the sun and prevents it from escaping back into the atmosphere and thus helps keep the earth warm. However, due to pollution and deforestation, there has been a step increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. Thus in turn has led to an increase in the surface temperature of the earth. This has led to global warming, a sharp increase in the surface temperature of the earth. So student, as we have learned in your earlier classes that carbon dioxide is one of the most important gases of the atmosphere because it traps the heat. It traps the heat from the sun and prevent it from escaping back into the atmosphere and thus help the earth warm. So student, carbon dioxide gas is very important for us and is very important for balance to keep balance in the atmosphere because carbon dioxide keep our earth warm. Carbon dioxide keep our earth warm, and when the sun it trap the heat of the sun and prevent it from escaping back into the atmosphere and thus help keep the earth warm. And however, due to pollution and deforestation, there has been a steep increase in the amount of carbon dioxide and this lead to an increase in the surface temperature of the earth. Increase in the surface temperature of the earth, and this has led to global warming. So student, when there is a surface temperature of the earth increases at a rapid rate, at a very increasing rate, then this has led to a global warming, sharp increases in the surface temperature of the earth. Now look at the result of global warming. What is the consequences of global warming? What is the result of global warming? First, global warming has led to climate change. Many places are experiencing unusually cold winter and unusually hot summers. Sudden violent storm and flooding due to cloud burst have also become common. So student, because of global warming, it leads to climate change. Climate change means many places experiencing extremely hot summers and extremely cold winters. And sudden violent storm, flood, and cloud burst have also common sign of climate change. Now look at the next, that is second result. Global warming is also causing the melting of ice as the poles and on mountain peaks. Glaciers, which are the source of many of the world rivers, are melting at a rapid rate. This threatens the life of these rivers. So student, because of global warming, the ice which is situated at the mountain peaks are melting at a very rapid rate, and when the glacier are melt at the rapid rate, then it leads and it create many problems like glaciers, which are source of many of the world river, are melting at a rapid rate. This threatens and this risk and danger the life of the rivers because the water level of the rivers increases, and when the water level of river increases, then it creates many problems like flood, and it also create problems to the creatures of waters. Now look at the next. Sea level around the world are rising as a result of melting ice. This poses a threat to places that lie along the coast. So student, because of the melting of the ice, the sea level also increases at a very rapid rate, and it create danger to the places that lie along the coast, the places which situated on the bank of sea. Now look at the controlling global warming. So, how to control global warming? First, we should walk or cycle as far as possible. If we have to use vehicles, we should try to use vehicles which run on source of energy that are non-polluting like solar power and biofuel. So student, we should walk and we should use cycle as far as possible, and we should avoid using the vehicles which are run by petrol and diesel. We should try to use vehicles that are run on the source of non-polluting like solar power and biofuels. Second, we should stop cutting trees and instead plant more trees, since trees absorb carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Planting more trees will help maintain the balance of gases in the atmosphere. So student, we should stop deforestation and plant more and more trees, because tree absorb the harmful gases, carbon dioxide, and give out oxygen, and it helping to keep a balance of both the gases in the atmosphere. Now look at the waste generation and disposal. Waste generation and disposal. People around the world are generating enormous amount of waste garbage this day. Disposing of the waste is a huge challenge. If the waste is disposed on land or in water, the entire area where the waste lie gets polluted. If waste is burnt, it generated vast amount of poisonous smoke that pollutes the air and make life difficult for people living there. So student, disposal of waste is a huge challenge. It is a very big challenge in the nowadays, because if waste is disposed on land or in water, the entire area where the waste lie get polluted. If the waste is burned, if the waste is burned, it generate a large amount of poisonous gases, and it create a many problem for peoples and for animals and for everyone. So it creates a lot of difficulty for the people living there. So student, disposal of waste creates many problems nowadays, and it is a big challenge nowadays. Now look at the saving the environment. It means how to save the environment. There are various steps by you can save the environment. So look at this. Saving the environment. The best way to conserve and keep our environment clean is to reduce waste. For this, we should remember and practice the 4R: reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. Refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. So student, the best way to conserve and keep our environment, these are the best way by you can keep your environment clean, neat and clean. So student, we should remember and practice the 4R. First one is refuse, second one is reduce, third one is reuse, and fourth one is recycle. So look at the first, refuse. Refuse or say no to the use of plastic. Instead of plastic bag, we can carry a cloth or jute bag with us when going to the market. So student, we should say no to the plastic, because we should not use plastic, because plastic is a very dangerous for our environment and for us, and we should carry cloth and jute bag when we are going to market. Next, reduce the use of things that harm the environment. Avoid using disposable plates and cups. Use washable clothes napkin instead of paper napkin and disposable diapers. Practice composting refers to the activity at the end of the chapter. So student, we should minimize the use of disposable plates and cup. We should use washable cloth napkin instead of paper napkin and disposable diapers. So student, we should minimize the use of disposable products. Next, that is reuse. Reuse empty jam and pickles bottle for other purpose like storing spices and dals. Water used for washing clothes or vegetable can be used to water plants or in toilet. So student, we should use the empty jam and pickle once again for other purpose. We should reuse the jam and pickles bottle for other purpose like storing spices and dal, and water used for washing cloth or vegetable can be used to water plant or in toilets. The student, we should reuse the product and we should reuse the resources. Next, give waste paper, old cloth and rags for recycling. They can be pulped and used to make new paper. Glass too can be melted and used to make new glass item. So student, we should recycle the old item. The old item like the reuse item, like we should pulp and use to make new paper. Glass too can be melted and used to make new glass items. Now look at the next page. We can also develop some simple eco-friendly habit. So student, we should develop some eco-friendly habit. Eco-friendly habit means the habit which are not harmful for the environment, which are very beneficial for the environment. First one is switch off fans and light when they are not used. So student, we should switch off the fan and light when not in uses. Second, plant tree and take care of them. So second eco-friendly habit is we should plant more and more trees and take care of them. Third, your old books, toys and clothes can be used by other once you have outgrown them. So student, you should give your books and old toys and clothes to other people because they can use this product once again. Third, it your it you If you need to go somewhere close by walk or cycle, avoid taking motor vehicle. So student, we should avoid motor vehicles for shorter distance. We should go we should go by walk or by cycles at a short distance. Next, before buying something new, ask yourself whether you really need it or if it is just something you want. If you can manage without it, do not buy it. By reducing what we consume, we save resources and so save the environment. So student, before buying something, you should ask yourself that you really need these things or not, because if you can manage without it, do not buy it. If you can manage without these things, then you should not buy this product. So student, I hope you all are understood about the global warming and the saving the environment, and you have to read and learn about the global warming, result of global warming and controlling global warming and saving the environment. So that's all, and this is your today's homework. You have to read and learn about the global warming and saving the environment. Thank you.